Hey guys, this is Chad Close from Close Studios. Today we are going to show you how I develop on my own.
Not putting my...
Oh, you know what? It might be on one of these ones or on the TV if it's...
It's on these two.
Sometimes if you go into your settings, sometimes it does, or...
Just trying to connect everything. Cool. Alright. I have 3 monitors so I can have a lot of things open at the same time. First one is the actual game view. So this is what the players will see. Over here I have the main Unity interface where you can see what's going on in the game. This is where I actually code and program using MonoDevelop, which is Unity's standard IDE for actually programming the game. I use a MacBook because to release iOS games you have to have a MacBook to run Xcode. But I also have a Windows copy on here so I can release Windows games and also push to Xbox. I use a couple different softwares, but the main one we use is Unity Engine, Unity 3D. The version we're using right now is 5.2. If you've never seen Unity before, it's the program that we throw everything into and it actually builds the game. So over here you can kind of see the world of On My Own. So I just got a bunch of assets from Kyle and Cody, including the music and also, like Kyle showed you guys on his video, the master sprite sheet. So here you can see all the bears right here. Let's bring the bear into On My Own and we can just drag and drop them all in. So now we have the sprites in the game. We actually have to cut out each image. I've already sliced up every asset in the game, but up here, you can see that the bear isn't sliced up. Make it like that. Cool. We have them all. Next we have to do is name them all. So that is a manual process that's going to take a while. Just looking at some bear butts. Okay. Now that we have the bear assets, we can bring them in over here. Basically, I have like an animation controller that controls everything. Over here, we can just kind of drag and drop them. Look for the bear sprites. Look for the walking forward animation. Bring it in. Now you get to do this for every sprite. Now that we have all of the bear assets into the script, we can actually go ahead and test it out and see if it works. While I'm testing the bear, I kind of make some cheat sheets. Rather than walking around and randomly trying to find one, I can just go over here and spawn it. So there's the bear, and if you get close enough, it'll stop, and it should be roaring, but I don't know. Let's charge it and see what happens. Oh god. The bear charged me, the screen went black. I am now injured. So now that you guys kind of saw what the bear was doing, we can take a look at the code and see what I actually do to make it do that. Today we are actually going to implement the bear actually charging the player. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to check whether he's at you already. So what we need to do is we need to find the distance between you and the bear. So what we can do is do a vector 3 distance, which basically you take 2 vector 3s and just find the distance. So a vector 3 would be like your x, y, z position. So in math, the x-axis and the y-axis. Since we're a 2D game, we only have to worry about those 2. So we can find their position, and then your position, or the player's position, the bear's position, and then we'll just say, if it's less than 0.5, so the bear is 0.5 meters from you, that's when the bear is going to attack you. So in here, what we have to do is actually move the bear towards you. So a while loop, what it does is it repeats whatever code is in there over and over and over again. So while you're far away, while the bear is far away from you, it's just going to keep redoing this code. So first we need to find the direction it wants to go. So we'll find the direction to the player. And down here, a big part of coding is you reuse a lot of the code you have. So down here I already have finding direction. So what you can do is do the player's position minus your position and then find the normalized vector, which is just the direction. And then we are going to make the bear run that way. So we can go get its rigid body, which is its physics, and then change its velocity to the direction of the player, and then we're going to make it run its run speed, which run speed is a variable that we've defined already up here. So we can actually change that in the editor. So we could make them run really slow, or we can make them run really fast. So we can actually show you guys that. So this will be enough. Right now we can kind of test the code. We can start it up, we'll spawn the bear, and then what we need to do is trigger the event that we just defined. One sure way to make the bear attack you is if you charge it. That run speed that I talked to you guys about, I can actually edit it in here. So in here, if we look for run speed, it's actually 2.8. Your player can only run at 2, so you can't outrun the bear. So let's say that you are faster than the bear. So let's make the bear only run at 1.5. We're going to charge it, and it doesn't do anything. It's saying to maul the player, but it's not mauling the player. Oh. Okay, so we have a bug in our code. What we did is we have the distance is less than 0.5, and what we actually want is we want the bear to run at you if it's greater than 0.5. So we can just change that, and now it's running at us. So as you can see, we can actually outrun the bear because we've made it really slow. We can make it even slower if we wanted to and still get away. So now it's like slow motion bear. Or we could make it even faster. And so we are only defining whether it gets to it. So we haven't actually had it maul the player. So next what we need to do is actually have it maul the player. We can just go player. I've already made the function maul player. We can just call that function maul player. And then after you maul the player, we don't want the bear there anymore. So we're going to destroy the bear. So we can just destroy game object. And then now it's going to maul us. And now when it hits us, it's going to go initiate the maul player script. And as you can see, it blacked out. And now we have our player. And you're injured.
Kind of back. No!
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. So that's how I put everything into the game, from Kyle giving me the assets to Cody giving me the assets, throwing it into Unity, actually coding the bear, and then actually testing it out in the game. Check out the bear in the next update.